If she says, okay, slow down, take it easy, not now, slowly, again, try again, slowly, 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 right? Talk, discuss, ask her, is this okay? Is that okay? Be a gentleman. Don't be an animal. Be a gentleman on that night. Talk. If she says, if, let's say, if she's not ready, if the woman is not ready, let's say, maybe she's not. Can you delay the consummation? You can. Because the most important, the objective here, the maqasid, or the objectives of this night is for you to connect with each other. It's not just to consummate, right? The fard is for you to connect. The sunnah is to consummate the night, but the fard is for you to connect and to set a precedence for the rest of your life. So you can delay it till she's ready. And she will respect you so much if you say, it's okay, honey. If you're not ready, inshallah, tomorrow. Next day you wake up together, maybe you have a nice breakfast, you go somewhere, go for a walk, you hold hands, you start getting closer together, and then she'll slowly start opening up. وَلَيْسَ ذَكَرُ كَالْأُنْثَى. Don't expect the woman to be like you, that she's ready to just rock and roll and stuff like that. You know what I mean, right? When I say rock and roll, to just jump into it and to just be strong. No, woman is not like that. The woman is not like that, guys. Get it out of your heads. Some women, especially a virgin, some women, if they've been through a marriage, two before, and so on, they might be used with intimacy, and they might have more desire, and they might be like that. And sometimes the guy is not ready. Maybe he's a virgin and she's not. So then the guy also has to, he might need to, in this point, he can't, it's in the guy's position, you can't be like, wait, I'm not ready right now, tomorrow I'm going to talk. You're a man, bro. Like, you just have to, step up to the woman's level. You are the imam. You are the one who needs to make the adjustment. If the woman is ready and she wants to go for it, because maybe she's, again, she might have been married before, she might have more desire. Not all the women are the same. Then the guy has to step up. He's got to step up and he's got to meet the demand. Okay, you are the man, you are the imam. Okay, so let's see what you're made of. But if the woman is a virgin, if the woman is softer, she can, in general, okay, you need to take it easy. Delay it till tomorrow, day after. I know you will want it, I know you desire, but that's the whole point of 7 days, to get ready with each other, to get cute with each other, to. For the non-virgin, the matron usually is 3 days. This is the sunnah of the Prophet, to be with her continuously. Basically, even some scholars said that you don't have to go to masjid at that time. Okay, you're excused for those few days. You should pray, of course, but some scholars said that it's like there's an excuse for you not to go to the masjid. You pray with her at home. Okay, just for that time, either 3 days or 7 days. And Allah knows best. But it's about building that bond, that relationship. It's about not rushing, not pushing. We discussed the issue of, marital rape. I know the guy said the term doesn't exist, but I'm talking about the concept, about pushing yourself into your wife, on your wife, and hurting her, and having that traumatic experience on her. And then guys are saying, well, she doesn't love me, she doesn't respect me, she can't look in my eyes, because that trauma will affect the way she looks at you. She will look at you as a barbarian, that this is not the man that I want. Even though some women do like a strong, rough man, but that has to be at the right time, when she's comfortable. Woman is all about the right temperature. I told you, I've given you already the comparison. That's like an oven. It won't cook, it won't bake unless you bring it to the right temperature. And I'm not talking just about, sex or something. I'm talking about, she has to have the right mood. Okay? And you are her imam. You have to lead her, and she'll get used to it. She will slowly become very comfortable. Within a few weeks even, things will change actually. But at the beginning, it is very important. The beginning is always very important. If you start right, it will be right. If you don't start right, it will not be right. Okay? So, try to take it easy. Try to make sure that you lead properly, soft. And once you get going, you might notice that things will increase in the same night, and things will move forward. Okay, switch the ambiance. Maybe the bed is not that stimulating. Maybe you're on the couch. Maybe you guys might watch something, a lecture or something, just to laugh or something, or maybe something cute. I don't know. just to get things going. Maybe a documentary, maybe something about nature. You drink some milk, drink some water, drink some, you know, uh, juice, whatever. Maybe have some grapes, uh, things you feed her, put in her mouth directly, right? Joke, you're so cute. Start complimenting her. Start, saying things, making dua for her, touching her, joking, right? Eating from the same place she ate, as the Prophet ﷺ used to do. You have to get her slowly used to it. Go to, maybe say, let's have a bath. Maybe she's gonna be shy. She's gonna be like, no. Explain, the Prophet ﷺ used to have a bath with Aisha radiallahu anha. Maybe she won't. Maybe turn off the lights. Maybe she might be a bit, too much, like aware of her body or something like that. Compliment her. Say you're the most beautiful woman in the world. One of the Imams, one of the Tabi'in, I think, he said to his wife, you are more beautiful than the sun, or the moon. And if this is not true, you're divorced or something like that. And then he realized, oh my God, maybe I made a mistake. So then he went to one of the Imams, and he said, yeah, you have to divorce her because you said that. But then one of the other Imams said, no, Allah says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. We've created man in the best way, in this best shape. So yes, she is more beautiful than the sun and the moon. So he was happy, because he kept his wife. But he was so passionate about her that he said, you're more beautiful than the celestial body, subhanAllah. Right? Where is that passion? We lost. The Arabs used to have this, and they still have it, mashallah, about love and passion, even though a lot of conservative type of, have constricted this. But you find throughout the poems of the old scholars and the beautiful, poetry and the scholars of Islam, that this love was contained, was there, and it was something that would bring, out the passion. So guys, you are the Imams. You are the ones who have to set the pace. Go in easy. She is a virgin, meaning that the private part is not used to that. Okay, and you need to go in very, very easy, lightly. Look for a way or a position in which it can go. Okay, don't forget the dua. Allahumma janna shaitan wa janna min shaitan ma razaqtana. Okay, the Prophet made this dua before intercourse. Oh Allah, protect us from shaitan, and protect from the shaitan what you give us of risk, i.e. a child, if there is to have a child. That thing puts barakah. Another thing, be on wudu. Be on wudu when you enter or you have intercourse. When you make love. This is the sunnah of the Prophet to be on wudu. Right? Again, maybe you guys want to pray. Maybe you'll do some more qiyam, in the night. Don't just, maybe you sleep a bit. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you're comfortable. There are certain things to help with regards to entering. Okay? You can go to a pharmacy and ask a pharmacist for personal lube, pharmaceutical personal lube. There are quite a lot of good brands for pharmaceutical personal lube. Okay, don't put other weird stuff and oils because it will cause infection. The woman will have something called the marriage infection, or I don't know how to translate it, but basically there will be something that she will suffer from, or she will have an infection, usually urinary infection and so on at the private part, because this is the first time this is happening, and this is totally normal. Okay, if you drink a lot of water, cranberry juice for the woman and for the man, because it gets transferred. So maybe the woman is healing, but it goes to the man gives it back to her. So these things you have to be careful. If you urinate and it burns, that means you have a urinary tract infection, and you might get a yeast infection. Okay, for the woman, which is totally normal. Don't panic, don't freak out. Doesn't mean you have to stop making love. You just go to the pharmacy, to the doctor. He'll give you a few antibiotics, and you take, and it's no problem. You can continue. But again, be aware of these things, because you don't want to be traumatic. These are normal things. It has to be a beautiful experience. Some you will not have this infection, but let it be a beautiful experience. So as I said, use some lubricant. It's easier to enter, it's easier to go inside. The issue of bleeding and showing the blood to people on the sheet and all that, this is very jahil. Okay, this act is an act that even the angels, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the angels shy away from. The pens are lifted. Don't do this jahil thing, take the white sheets and go outside. Everyone's waiting, all these things to see that she's a virgin. You're joking. This is not the way. This is not Islamic way. Stop that. Okay? And not all women bleed. Not all women bleed. And some bleed a lot. So the woman also has to be aware of that. She might bleed, she might not bleed. Okay? The guy has to understand that not all women bleed. And the woman has to understand that she might bleed a lot. She shouldn't be scared. Unless it's excessive bleeding and doesn't stop, then you should go to the doctor. But in general, you will bleed and it's okay, no problem. You wash it off and it's okay, and you can continue, having intercourse and making love, And as I said, take it easy. Let the woman be comfortable, because it will hurt. It will hurt her. So even if you feel like you're stronger, and even if the woman wants it, harder or rougher, do not go that way. That it's more of a soft, nice experience. And maybe again, with communication, you can kind of agree as to what the frequency or what kind of a love you'll be making. But the first time, because it will hurt the woman, the guy not so much, but the woman will be hurting. Again, you don't want to associate pain with trauma with that beautiful experience, because it will have problems, psychological implications later on in your life. So easy, it will pain slowly. There'll be soreness. Again, don't rush, don't push yourself. Use lubricant, go slow. The act of making love, and make love more than once that night, right? And as I said, even in my course, right, let the woman make sure that she climaxes first. Speak to her, talk to her, make sure she's comfortable. Let her climax first, then you can climax after. Okay, and then have some time off, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. The man can, this is the advantage of the woman, she doesn't have to have a waiting time. But the man, 15, 20 minutes, drink some water if you're in good shape, eat a banana, eat something. Again, talk, cuddle, maybe change place, go to the couch, go to take a bath together, have a shower together. You can make ghusl, you don't have to make ghusl, but the man should make wudu and urinate. It's very important. If you want to go, the Prophet said in the hadith, if you want to go back to your wife, make wudu, but make sure you urinate and clean, and then go back to your wife if you want to approach her again. Usually 15 to 20 minutes is enough for a refractory period or recovery period for a man, a healthy man, to be able to have intercourse again. And he can have 3, 4, 5 times in a row. It is no problem. But again, there has to be that build up, that love, that passion between the two. And even the woman has to do her part to dress nice, attractive, to seduce her husband, to want it as well. And so she has a part too. It's not all on the man, everything is on the man and the man has to do everything. No. It's also on her. She also has to, have her part of the deal and make sure that she also attracts him, and that is going to stimulate him and go again. Because the point is, again, the connection, to get used to it. You're going to build a love-making relationship, which is through marriage, of course. So the woman has a lot that she can do to keep her husband, talk to him, demand they want it. And if he's, too tired or whatever, can slowly, then tomorrow morning. Morning is also a great time to make love, okay? Again, change positions, change places. Having a nice bath together is great. Having a nice shower together, great. For the man, increasing circulation through a cold shower is also very good. Again, good food can also stimulate again. So those 7 days, be together as much as you can. Go out together, hold hands. As much contact and proximity is gonna build. The hormones react to each other, the pheromones react, okay, the bodies feel each other, and the connection is happening. Just holding hands, kissing, smelling each other, rubbing each other, taking a shower together, washing each other, even in the shower, like washing and scrubbing each other, right? It's a nice thing that you can do together. And again, it's like the Sunnah of the Prophet. He used to take bath with Aisha with one thing, okay, in one bucket, in one. It's just great. It's just so beautiful, subhanAllah. And sadly, Muslims a lot of times are missing out. I have so many complaints and cases that people break that night. They destroy that night. So don't. And guys, you are the imams, you are the shepherds of your flock. Guide your flock in the right way. All right. With regards to non-virgin couples that are getting married, again, take it easy because you have different expectations. You've been married before, the woman, and she's expecting maybe something different. So I know of a sister who messaged and she was asking for some advice, and that was her concern, and a guy as well, because they say, what if I'm not, especially for the woman, she's used to a certain man in a certain way, and they divorced or he died, she's a widow. She might have enjoyed and really loved making love to her husband, but now she's worried that she's used to a certain type of way, a certain man, and now she's marrying another man and she doesn't know how it's going to be. So you have to give and take. You have to go slow. You can never have best, of everything. But inshallah, you can communicate and speak and take it easy. Again, you got to see each other. You got to communicate. You got to know if he's not a virgin, she's not a virgin. You've both had experiences before. Communicate with each other, excuse me, and see how you can adapt to each other. Again, slowly. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, فَلَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. Do not rush. Okay, this is ajal. Rushing is from shaitan, right? So don't rush. Take it easy. Talk, discuss. Both of you know that you're not virgins. Talk to each other, and so on. And I do not recommend to couples to share their past experiences, their sexual experiences with each other. If they're both non-virgins, they were married before, it causes so much problems. People basically break apart, especially men are so jealous if they know that, another man touched his wife before. Plus, keep it. This is from the past. You don't need to ask. Don't ask. And the woman, just plainly do not say anything. Just deny it. You don't have to tell him nothing. If he says, yeah, he's going to insist, just say, no, you're the best for me. I've never had anything like this before. Just say that, okay? It's not a lie. It's a white way of saying, hey, or whatever you want, a clear way or transparent way of just saying that, no, you are the best. Yeah, you can lie. Exactly. You can lie, white lie, whatever you want to call it. Just don't tell him that, oh, well, yeah, my husband was the best before, but with you, inshallah, I'll get used to it. No. That's the worst thing you can say. And same with the men. So many marriages have broken apart because people think that it's, honesty to say that, yeah, I really enjoyed my previous marriage or my previous husband, and you're not even close to what he used to be. It's horrible. No, you don't want to get to that point. Just lie. Just say, no, you're the best. I've never had anything like this before. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you. And alhamdulillah, right? Because this happens as well. So take it easy, slowly, enjoy each other, spend time together, love each other, go on a vacation, build that bond, because that you're planting seeds for the future and for literally seeds. And it is halal. It is halal and tayyib. This is not mubah. This is halal. The Prophet ﷺ, you can also say, almost say that this is encouraged. This is mustahab to make love, to have children, to make love as much as you can, because the Prophet ﷺ said he will take pride in your numbers. It is ajr. The Prophet ﷺ said that this thing itself, making love, is ajr. So the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, how? He says, if you make it in sin, is it not a sin? Yes. So this is ajr. You'll get rewarded for it. Good. Sadaqa Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? Sadly, Muslims, again, some religious Muslims, mashallah, and sadly they message me and say, brother, you shouldn't be talking like this. This is wrong. How can you? This is shameful. Allahu Akbar. I'm saying, Qala Allah, Qala Rasul. The Prophet said this, he did that. Aisha, Prophet, his wife, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh, yani, subhanallah, scholar. The sunnah of how to get married and what to do on your marriage night. And people are telling me, brother, this is like shameful and we shouldn't. And then people are messaging me at night that, brother, my marriage is broken apart. Brother, my wife cannot look in my eyes. Brother, I force myself. Brother, this is destruction. Brother, I'm divorcing. Brother, our families are messed up. Because people have what I call holier than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam syndrome. Like those people who wanted to fast all the time, who didn't want to sleep, they want to pray qiyam, who didn't want to get married. And the Prophet said, I do all those things. And whoever doesn't follow me is not from me. Whoever doesn't follow my sunnah is not from me. So I am sad actually at the response of certain people, 5%, that they talk like this because, and then they start saying, oh, you're not doing well, this is not Islam, you're just a brother who's giving advice now, you're not sheikh. I never claimed to be a sheikh anyway. Okay, so I'm not a sheikh to sheikh, what sheikh? Everyone's a sheikh. Okay, that's not what my intention. I've been reminding people, I've been doing dawah. My dawah is based on where people have problems. Islam is a solution to problems. We have to give people the dawah that they need. It's not demand supply Islam, where the problem is to have solution. The Islam is clear, the Sunnah is clear. This is the medicine though for the people, and the people have problems in marriages and problems in intimacy and problems in so many things that I've been talking about in the past few. And I'm very careful, and I consult and I ask and I make statistics and surveys before I release something. So the ummah needs to wake up. You're not better than the Prophet ﷺ. Learn. When you learn, then you find, whoa, he did talk about this and he did talk about that. The Prophet ﷺ did mention this and Allah does talk about that. So yeah, okay, maybe we have to chill out. Barakallahu fikum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your marriages. Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama'a baynakuma bil khair. Ameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.